Hey guys, Marion from Attire Beyond in Highland, New York, upstate. Yeah, I was from the Bronx, so this was far upstate for me. But I love it. Okay, so anyway, Attire Beyond, Highland, New York. We sell new and pre-loved clothing, gifts, knickknacks, etc. And I am reading my book, Anyone Can Live a Happier Life. And I am on my tale of wow. And it's morning, so it's very, very bright or white in the background. I apologize for that. So, my tale of wow, Tale, of wow, written by Ella Rucker. After a 3-day vacation to New York City, I quit my job, closed out my retirement 401k accounts, and I moved from Ohio to New York City. My passion and my dream were to become a writer. I was very much into poetry at the time, so I did readings around the city, but eventually, the everyday business of having to make money took over, and the late nights and my dream took a back seat. I made a lot of great friends, and we partied hard. After 7 years, I was fired. Found another job, and 5 months later, I was fired again. Now, during my first job in New York City, I found a book written by Brian Tracy called Maximum Achievement. In it, Tracy touts believing in yourself. I knew I was a good employee, smart, capable, creative, and dedicated. A couple of quotes. The world is conspiring to make me happy. I love that one. I forgot it. And something wonderful is going to happen today. From the book, always rang in my head. And to that end, I believed every job I lost came with some benefit. Love her thought process. I'd worked since I was 15, but in 80 plus hour weeks, canceled vacation, and gave till I bled. So I knew I deserved the forced time off and was grateful God saw fit to help me finance a nice respite. A couple of months after I was fired the second time, I was called back to Ohio to sit with my ailing grandmother. She passed away after a week, but I had stopped taking my birth control while I was away. When I returned to New York City, I went to renew my prescription, but my health insurance had run out and the bill for my pills had tripled. I decided that I would use the rhythm method instead, since it wouldn't be long before I was back in the job market. I was a hot commodity after all. No jobs came, and I was, oh, wait, that was to be said. I was a hot commodity after all. Okay. No jobs came, and I was living off of my unemployment and savings. After a year, after I stopped taking birth control, I must have lost the rhythm because I got pregnant. I had a choice: live miserably with someone who didn't support my decision to have the baby, or live miserably building a new life for myself while mourning everything I thought pregnancy and motherhood would be. So I left the person who thought, who for 5 years sat and watched me believe in myself enough to never have to ask him for a dime. I thought things would be all right if we had a baby. We were doing so much together. Why would this be different? He disagreed. I didn't worry because with or without him, I still had money. I left to live on a friend's couch. Eventually, I rented an apartment and settled in. I wasn't broke yet, but the bottom was falling out fast. Within a year after my daughter was born, I was on welfare, evicted, and returned to living with my daughter's father. Welfare was a very cruel joke. They couldn't help me find a minimum wage job without me downgrading my resume to make myself appear to have less skills and experience. I refused. Nor could they help me find a job in my field because they just aren't set up to help you excel, just to help you get by. I knew I had to quickly begin thinking outside of the box, and that's when it happened. In walks the good enough mother herself, Renee Seiler. Well, she didn't necessarily walk. She sat on the couch of a daytime talk show, and something about her energy motivated me to visit her website. Based on very few facts, like she was a co anchor on the CBS Early Show, like Oprah. Let's see. Wait, did I miss something? No. She was a co-host anchor on the CBS morning show like Oprah felt her breasts on television. Like, wow. I started liking her page, her Facebook page. I commented on articles she wrote and even sent her things I thought she might find interesting. One day I sent her something which mentioned a mentor, and it clicked that Renee should be my mentor. I sent her an email and she replied with an apology for not responding sooner. She was always apologizing for not emailing me back faster because she was busy. I told her she needed an assistant and it should be me. She said no. After more no's and some persuasion, that no became Ella's my right hand. If only I had that moxie when others told me I was impressive and overqualified. Just goes to show you that when it's right, it's right. It's been a year with Renee, and we toil. I am no longer just her assistant. On her site, I have my own column, edit and load content, and write debates. In the field of growing the brand, I recently attended a meeting at NBC as her producer and am working in all capacities still for multiple television deals. Now, this was 7 years ago, so this was then. I'm not sure right now exactly what she's doing. I think she went off on her own. I attribute it to having seen my dreams a long time ago, writing them down, and just doing what I could at the time. And then moving when the time was right, but she did WRITE. This is a truly inspiring story. After hearing Ella's story, what do you want to bring into your life? What are your aspirations? You must be crystal clear. Again, that's the specific thing. The next step is believing you can attain it. Belief is colossal. Believe and you will achieve. Believe and you shall receive. I believed I would have this book written by September 27th with all my heart. If you are reading it, I followed my true, clear intention. So if you are hearing it, I followed my true, clear intention by the simple belief that with everything going on around me, I would still meet my deadline. Because you are listening to this, I did. A little bravo for me, please. I'm funny. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. My mother used to say that. Thank you. Thank you. I am taking a bow. Here is the thing, though. Once you put an intention out there into the universe, that doesn't mean something will not try getting in the way, because many things will. That's a given. When setting intentions, you should think of them as if they have already happened. For example, when we visualize something we want to intend to have, our mind also extends to what we do not want or do not have. Therefore, it is very important to focus on our desires and do our best to keep the negative thoughts from our mind. That's really, really, really important, guys. What we think about, we bring about. And that was a quote that I heard, but I don't remember who, so I can't give them the credit. So I cannot stress enough how everything we have in our space is manifestation of our thoughts. It is sharing my inner thoughts with my outer world so it can align with my thoughts and actions. My first husband often told me, "You are in your own fantasy world." My response was, "Good, they like me here." I am someone who believes in the power of intention, suggestion, and manifestation. Some people also feel as if I am a dreamer or wearing rose colored glasses. If that is so, why do I obtain most things I set my focus or intentions on? That's it for now, folks. The next section is going to be Feel the Feeling, Attract Instantaneously, written by Faith McKinney. I will be reading that next. Again, it's coming from Anyone Can Live a Happier Life. I'm Marion with Attire and Beyond. I'm also on Poshmark, and that's at Marigold, MARILGOLD. You can visit our website at Attire and Beyond, and I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, also Attire and Beyond. Have a great day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. And if you like this, you know what to do. Thanks. Bye, guys.